Yo, yo, what's goody YTBC? This part two of is Manny Pacquiao the best Asian fighter ever? Alright, so in part one I had left off on Nonito Donaire. I was talking about these victories he had, guys like Fernando Montiel, you know. Um, what I'm saying? He fought Victor Archinian twice. I think I already mentioned Omar Narvaez, you know. And also can't forget about what my man Rigondeaux did to him up there in the Madison Square Garden in the little room in the theater, you know what I mean? Where he gave this man a beating, messed up his eye in that 12th round, had that man Nonito Donaire running around like a... you ever see how a vehicle at nighttime only got one headlight? That's how the man Nonito Donaire was looking in that fight, covering his one eye, running around with the lateral movement. Look at that, the man. You know what I'm saying? Wilfredo Vasquez Jr. He fought some guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Simpiwe Vitieka. You know what I'm saying? And then now he's a world champion again, But to me, his best days are behind him. And it's only a matter of time till he meets a real champion. You check it. He meets a real champion at 122, like Guillermo Rigondeaux again. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, the man Nonito Donaire was one of the better fighters I said we've had in to come out of Asia in recent times. You know what I mean? So we gotta give him a shout out. You check it. Jeffrey Matabula was giving this man work. Matter of fact, man, I don't know how he lost the fight, man. All right, let's see who else we have on the itinerary. All right. All right. We got some more guys, man. Okay. They got this guy we call Fighting Harada. Fighting Harada was a guy out of Japan, you know what I'm saying? Masashiko Harada. He's a great fighter, one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter to ever come out of Japan. He's definitely one of the better fighters. In my opinion, I think he is, you know what I'm saying? Fighting Harada, was a guy who fought in the 60s. I think he fought only like 10 years from 1960 to 1970, 55 wins, 7 losses, 22 KOs. The WBA flyweight champion, you know what I'm saying? And also he was a WBA bantamweight champion, you know what I mean? He's a boxing champion, and he's a guy, and he's actually the current the president of Japanese boxing, you know what I mean? He's like the head of the Boxing Association of Japan, you know what I mean? You check it, he's the most accomplished boxer to ever come out of Japan. You check it, and he's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And, even guys like Wilfredo Gomez, the great from Puerto Rico, he idolized and looked up to guys like Fighting Harada. The man Wilfredo Gomez was a devastating knockout artist at 122, you know what I mean? And, and this guy, Harada, he had won his first 24 fights, you know what I mean? And he beat guys like, even if I mention these guys, only boxing purists might know him. Hiroyuki Ibihara, you know what I'm saying? He beat guys like that. And, he lost to a guy by the name of Edmundo Esperanza, you know what I'm saying? And that was a fight out in Japan, you know what I mean? You check it, and he became a lineal champion at flyweight, you know what I'm saying? Beating the guy by the name of Pone Kingpatch, you know what I'm saying? What a name, Pone Kingpatch. You check it, and he even rematched the guy, you know what I mean? But he was outpointed by Kingpatch in 15 rounds, you know what I'm saying, in a fight in Bangkok, And that was actually the man Harada's first loss outside of Japan. A first fight outside of Japan, you know what I mean? And one of his most legendary fights of the guy Harada, fighting Harada. He defeated Eda Jofer, one of the, if not the greatest Brazilian fighter ever. You know what I mean? He beat him by decision in 15 rounds, and that was to win his second world title. And he unified the WBC and the WBA world bantamweight titles. You know what I mean? You check it, that man Eda Jofer was a bad man. You know what I'm saying? That man was undefeated in 50 fights going into that fight against fighting Harada. You check it. So that was no slouchy beat, you know what I mean? And then they fought again. The man, he fought him in a rematch, and Harada defeated Joe Fair once again, you know what I'm saying? He outpointed him in 15 rounds, you know what I mean? And that fight actually retired the man, Eda Joe Fair. You check it. The man fighting Harada, man, he was a great fighter. You check it. A great fighter, like I said, if not the best Japanese fighter, you know what I mean? And he was elected into the Boxing Hall of Fame, I believe in the 90s. I want to say like 96. You check it. So that's one of the better fighters we have coming out of Asia, fighting Harada. You check it. Let's see who else we got up next. You know what I mean? I'm actually now talking about in this part too. This is the best fighters we've seen come out of Japan. You know what I mean? I'm not Japan, but out of Asia. And then Super Cat, the Don Dada. Shit, man, excuse me. Let's look at this guy. Fighter out of Asia. I bet y'all, a lot of people love to claim this guy. I bet you they ain't even know where he's from, man. Let's keep it 100, man. You check it. Let me show you this guy we talking about right here. One of the modern Asian fighters that we have right now who's ringing bells. You already know who we talking about. Gennady Gennadovich Golovkin, Triple G. He's a guy out of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a former country in the Soviet Union, But I think ever since they parted ways from the Soviet Union, I think they have a disputed borderline, you know what I'm saying? I think some people might think that Kazakhstan is in Europe. Some people claim it to be in Asia, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, the man Triple G, Triple G's parents, at least his mother is from Korea. I think she's from South Korea, you know what I mean? His pops might be from, I don't know, from Kazakhstan or Mongolia, I don't know. But I know his mother is South Korean, you know what I'm saying? So then Gennady Gennadovich, he definitely, Gennady Golovkin, he definitely fits the mold, and he's definitely one of the Asian fighters we have right now, a lot of people, he is the great white hope right now, They don't care who he fights, just as long as the man keeps on winning and knocking out these guys who are put in front of him for him to beat. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see that fight with Pirog back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That was a fight that was supposed to happen with Dmitry Pirog. And that was a guy, Dmitry Pirog was out of Russia. You know what I'm saying? You check it. And, Gennady Golovkin he has 3 belts right now at middleweight. He's definitely the cream of the crop at middleweight right now. But, he's never even won a lineal title in the division, And a lot of these guys I'm mentioning or I'm talking about are just a guy who's a legend, period, in boxing. It will have at least a lineal title, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for Golovkin, he doesn't. All right? So that's one of the guys from Asia. I won't consider him better than Manny Pacquiao. I'll already tell you that right now. So y'all could stop that. All right, now let's get into the cream of the crop, the best guys out of Asia, and I gotta speed this up, man. I ain't got much time, man. Man, I don't want to make a part 3, man. You know what I'm saying? And this guy we have right here, one of the best fighters to come out of Asia, one of the best fighters to come out of South Korea. You know what I'm saying? and that's the name by Junku Chang. You know what I'm saying? Junku Chang. Junku Chang is a guy who was he was a tremendous fighter, man. This guy, was Chang Junku was a guy who, this guy was a ruthless fighter, man. The Korean Hawk, you know what I mean? He had a record of 38 and 417 KOs, WBC light flyweight champ from 83 to 88, you know what I'm saying? This guy had a relentless style, vicious hand speed, This guy was just, a guy who was going to be all up in your chest and apply the pressure, you know what I'm saying? You check it, he beat guys like Alfonso Lopez, former WBA flyweight champion, Chang also stopped guys like another IBF flyweight champion by the name of John Kwang Chang, you know what I'm saying? They defeated guys like, he even beat, he lost to Hilario Zapata, you know what I'm saying? A great fighter out of Panama in 82. You know what I'm saying? But they did have a rematch, and he knocked out Zapata in the third round to become the WBC flyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? The Korean Hawk, he was a guy, his style was kind of similar to the guy Yoko Gushi Ken. You check it? And he moved up in weight, and he made 2 attempts to get the WBC flyweight title, but he lost both times to a guy by the name of Sart Chatlanda. You know what I'm saying? And, he became the first Korean boxer to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And this was a guy, he was a great fighter, man. And, I don't understand. I'm going to get into it in a sec, man, because the next guy I'm about to talk about was his contemporary, you know what I'm saying? Where's this Myung-Woo? Myung-Woo Yu, this a guy, the Buffalo, this a guy who's also in the Hall of Fame. These two guys were champions at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They were champions at the same time. I believe Myung-Woo Yu, he had the WBA title, and Junku Chang had the WBC title. Why these guys never fought? Why they never fought? It's beyond me, man. I don't understand it, but I think these two guys should have fought. You know what I'm saying? You check it. This guy is a great fighter. He had a record of 38 and 1, 14 KOs. He was a WBA light flyweight champion on 2 different occasions. You know what I'm saying? 2-time champion. You know what I mean? He made a division record of 18 total title defenses over 2 reigns as a WBA flyweight champ, you know what I mean, including 17 successful title defenses in his first reign, you know what I mean? You check it, he beat guys like he defeated former minimum champion, strawweight champion Leo Gomez, and Leo Gomez, even went on to become a world champion after that, you know what I'm saying? So to me, this guy Myung-Woo is the greatest fighter to come out of Korea, you know what I'm saying? 38 wins and 1 loss. And that 1 loss was a guy he had already beat, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he should have fought with Junku Chang. That was a fight that we never got to see, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, man. I got to speed up this process, man. You know what I'm saying? If my editing skills were better, I would have made a nice video to have to commemorate all these guys, you know what I mean? Where's this guy? Okay, of course we got to talk about the Thailand Mike Tyson, man. This guy was a guy by the name of Kosai Galaxy. Kosai Galaxy is one of the better fighters to come out of Asia. This guy was a vicious knockout artist, man. I believe he had only 1 loss. It was like 48 and 1 or 47 and 1. You know what I'm saying? And he knocked out everybody. You know what I mean? He knocked out everybody he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? You check it. He was 47 and 1 with 41 KOs. WBA super flyweight champ from 84 to 91. You know what I'm saying? The Thai Tyson, That's what they would call this guy, you know what I mean? And that wasn't his real name, man. Don't even get me. I think his real name, it was like Sohola or some shit. I can't even remember his real name. But Kosai Galaxy was his name that he fought under, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He only lost one fight by decision, and it would be the only fight he would lose ever in the ring, you know what I mean? He beat a lot of guys, man. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know these guys because all his fights were out there in Asia, man. He never fought no guys. He fought, I think, once or twice outside of Asia. I'm about to do a part 3.